Hey guys, what's up? I'm Brian here, doing another video for you guys, and this time we are taking a look at the Transformers Generations Combiner Wars Rook. Now, originally this guy was not a Protectabot, but there was a Generation 1 version of Rook. So, for those guys who shun the Alpha, Bravo, and Off-Road, guess what? There was a Rook in Generation 1, so at least there's that. At least this guy has a reason to exist. So, there's that. Enjoy. So anyways, I gotta say, this guy is pretty cool. I usually leave them combined with the Defensor set when I have that on display. I know I have the Groove figure, but the Groove is so hard to find and so exclusive that I just leave him off to the side and just combine this guy with everyone else. And that's fine. You know, he kind of sticks out as a, as a Thor son. What am I saying? As a sore thumb sometimes, because he's got this very boxy style to him. But it kind of works out better because Groove is a bike, and he has to be a limb for this giant combination character, and the other limb transforms into a car, so that's kind of weird. But as far as I'm concerned, Rook, even just by himself, is pretty good. I love the SWAT and police logos on the side. He has some very nice details. Some of it does get a little bit of color, like the lights and the silver here and whatnot. He's got a couple of weapons. You can attach the giant hand, foot, whatever weapon onto the top here. It's got a little peg. Or you can transform it like so and plug it in like that if you want. And then he's also got this Jaws of Life type thing. I'm not sure. Maybe it's an electric weapon or something like that. I want to call this the Jaws of Life. I think that's appropriate. You can also plug that onto the front of this toy. You can plug it onto right here if you want. I don't know why. When I plug it right here, I want to see this as Soundwave. Just something about it. But yeah, you can plug it on here. You can plug it on here. You can plug it pretty much anywhere that has a place to plug these sections on. You can also transform this into a hand and plug that onto the front if you want that. So you can have a giant rocket fist thing on the SWAT vehicle. Yep. Pretty sure that's going to stop riots. So let's put that off to the side. He's got 6 giant tires, which is nice. None of them have any paint, which is unfortunate, but he does have some nice blue. Some of it a little more metallic than this. I don't know why. It's all painted blue, so that's weird. But overall, I think he's pretty cool. He's got a nice shape to him. A nice potato-y shape. Yes, I just said that. But it's very good, very boxy. I think that the only odd thing is this back section, because you got this shape to it from the front, and then from the back you have these sections that kind of go off to the side. But even then, that doesn't ruin the aesthetic. I think it looks pretty good. I'm actually pretty glad that they decided to remake Swindle from this guy in some respects. Now, he does transform into a limb. Let's go ahead and start with the leg mode. What you're first going to do is take the head and flip that out like so. Now he looks kind of weird like that. Hello. Okay. Anyways, after that, you're going to flip this up like so. And then you can take the head and tuck that in like that. Take the feet and flip that up like so. And then take the combiner port and leave it like that. Plug that onto the hand-foot thing. And there you have a leg. And, that works. It's alright. Has a giant kneecap, but, whatever. I think that's alright. And I usually leave them in this mode, not so much the arm mode like the pictures promote, but let's go ahead and transform them into an arm mode. So next what you want to do is separate the legs and rotate them down like so. Then after that, you want to combine the legs like that. And you're going to rotate it to whatever side you want, flip down the peg, and plug on the combiner port weapon like so. And there you got an arm. Not really much to talk about. It's got a double joint, very big. And, it looks good for an arm, but again, I prefer him as a leg just because that's where Groove is placed, and this guy is supposed to replace Groove. Alright, so let's go ahead and transform him into his robot mode. Alright, take off the hand-foot weapon, bring down the legs, rotate them like so, and separate the legs like that. take the backpack and move that out of the way. Actually, what you should have done first is rotate the head up first, and then take down the backpack. Rotate the peg down, rotate that all the way, rotate the head, take the arms, unpeg them from the back, flip them out, and rotate them right there. Take the backpack, flip that up all the way, which, by the way, he has that CE logo on the back there. Lots of detail on the back. And then you're pretty much done. And there we go. There is Rook in his robot mode. And I gotta say, there's something nice and charming about this. First up, I love the head. That is an interesting and very unique style to it. It looks like a Russian police officer or something like that. Or hell, even a football player. Just something nice about that. Something unique and fresh to it. I'm kind of used to the generic heads for, like, especially with the Autobots, the boxy look, especially with the other Protectobots. But there's something nice about this, something unique, and I love it. I love that little guard face thing, whatever you want to call it, and just the shape alone is very nice. Just has a lot of personality to him. You know what else is cool? His hands. Unlike some of the other hands, he doesn't have holes on the top of the hands. It's actually on the front, and you can use those as cannons, which is pretty cool. Or you can plug on the weapons. Now, I think this is just mine, but it doesn't really want to hold the weapons. For some reason, they fall out. There's nothing really holding that, and I can't even plug it into this side to leave them on. So, that's not really good. I mean, I can leave it in like that, but I prefer doing something else. But before we take a look at that, I just want to transform the hand-foot weapon again and just show that off. He has a giant fist. That is pretty cool. There's a lot of fun on this toy, and you know what? I know people are going to completely skip this guy because they want groove. In my personal recommendation, I'd say don't skip don't skip out on this guy. Get groove anyways, but don't skip out on this guy. What I usually do is I just plug the weapons onto the side. I know it looks kind of weird, but one, they actually stay in place, and two, you still have the hand cannons, which is very cool. He's also got some metallic blue on the front here. That looks pretty good. It's different than the rest of the blue on this figure, but you know what? I'm not complaining. It actually looks very good. His articulation is kind of basic. You know, he's got a ball joint here, he's got a ball joint here, he's got a hinge that doesn't really ratchet. It looks like it should, but it doesn't. And then it's got a rotation right here. Ball joint, rotation, rotation, and then a knee right there, and that's pretty much the articulation. Also, you got the foot that can tilt. Very cool. I also like the kneecap in black. Why did I say black that way? Black. I actually like that. I don't know why I'm pointing that out, but yeah. And the combiner peg actually works with the aesthetic of the chest. Usually it just sticks out like a sore thumb, but if you painted that differently, it would just look fine. It would just look normal to the toy. So, you know what? If you like groove, that's fine. But in my personal opinion, I'd say don't skip out on Rook. I think they're both good figures, and I highly recommend both. If you guys want to see my groove review, I'll try and link that down in the description below, if I can remember. But as far as I'm concerned, you know what? I'd highly recommend you get Rook. I know someone that only has Rook out of all the Protectobots, and you know what? That's pretty much all you need. And first aid. But yeah, with that out of the way, I thank you guys for watching. Please like, comment, share, subscribe, and all those fun doodads, and I'll see you guys next time. Fist bump.